So there was a recent case where a deputy I'm sorry, this is not fun. So a deputy was in a neighborhood drunk, off duty, with his vest on, pointing his gun at some children. And I mean, he was terrorizing these kids. Kids could have died, right? He's drunk and waving a weapon. He definitely could have hurt those and unalived those kids. Could have blown their brains out to the side. And um, he's suspended without pay and relieved of his duties, but he's not actually fired. That's the thing. They're still investigating instead of actually just firing him. The reason why I've the reason why it's hard for me to wrap my head around this is because people are taking this seriously. I'm seeing people who wouldn't typically take police brutality seriously, that are taking this seriously, and I want to emphasize that when black people were when we were doing the protests in 2020, and when we were doing the protests in the 12 and 15 with Trayvon Martin and everybody else, like when we were doing all of these protests, it was like, yes, it was Black Lives Matter because our lives matter too. We were advocating against police brutality for everybody though. Like Black Lives Matter was the face of the movement because we were always seeing that whenever it was our bodies, it didn't fucking matter. But we were advocating for police brutality, like restrictions and reform for everybody. Stopping police brutality for black people means stopping it for everybody. That's why it was a slap in the face when you were doing the whole All Lives Matter thing, because everybody, like, people were already included in Black Lives Matter. Yes, it was specifically talking about black people experiencing police brutality, but to reform the police for us is to reform the police for everyone. And y'all were against that. Y'all were against that. With proper police reform, you wouldn't have off-duty random ass cops trying to play save a hoe and try to play captain when they not on the clock. You wouldn't have that if you have police reform. Police reform that could have came from the professionals who were advocating during Black Lives Matter protests. So I just, it's really hard for me to wrap my head around, like, when I see stuff like this, because it really does piss me the fuck off. It does. It pisses me off a lot.